It has been some time since we've looked at a Komatsu model, and here is NZG's latest release. It is the Komatsu WA380-8, and as we can see on the box, it's licensed by Komatsu and engineered by NZG. The box is Komatsu branded, but there is no information about the real machine on the box. And if we pull out the contents, or should I say, we try to pull out the contents, then finally we pull out the usual pair of expanded polystyrene trays. The top is marked so we know what's what. We can lift the top section and then we can get the model out. But hey, there's no assembly to do because it's complete out of the box. Before we start, just a reminder that you can see a lot more about models on the Cranes Etc. website, and the link to it is in the video description below. Also, if you want to know where you can buy scale models, then you can click on links on the website, including those in the shopping mall. And listed here are dealers that sell models in countries across the world. Let's hightail it underneath to have a look at the detail, and actually it's very good. The front axle is detailed and there's a drive shaft leading to it. The rear axle is similar and there are nicely treaded tyres. At the back there's some very nice detailing of the rear counterweight, including a towing hitch, and the lights also look good. There appears to be a video camera up on top of the grille, and that looks really good too. The big tyres look good and so do the wheels. And looking inside you can see the detailed wheel nuts. Another very nice detail is the finely etched grille, and the applied graphics are very sharp. The handrails on the model look thin enough, but they are plastic. Other details on top of the engine cover look convincing, and there's an aerial on the cab roof. Looking at the pivot point you can see the hydraulic rams, but there are no hydraulic hoses. Looking at the cab detailing and the mirror assemblies are plastic, but there's a nice thin windscreen wiper and the interior detail is good. Outside the cab, the stepping surfaces are textured. Moving to the front, and there's very good detailing of the loader arms, including soft hydraulic hoses. There are sharp graphics and the front lights look good too. Lastly, we come to the big bucket, and it has some wear plate detailing along the edges. Going back underneath the Komatsu, and both axles spin freely, and steering across the pivot point is precise and achieves a decent angle. But let's see how it performs out on site, and the 380 rolls along very nicely in a straight line. If we now set the steering at its maximum angle, then it nicely drives along a curve. Another well-engineered feature of the model is the floating rear axle, so that compensates for rough terrain. But this is a wheel loader, so let's see how it loads. And to begin with, the bucket height is really good. Next, we will try out the bucket tipping, and there's no problem with the bucket getting rid of its load. Moving the bucket in the opposite direction to the carry position is also very good, and it holds the pose all the way down. The other thing to check is the cut angle of the bucket, and as you can see that's guaranteed to put scratches into your desktop. Let's now go out on site and see how the wheel loader performs, and here it is loading up a couple of dump trucks. The bucket height is certainly good enough for this, and once our operator gets to grips with the controls, the tipping is very good too. So the overall functionality is very nice. As you see here, the operator's cycle time is a bit slow, but once he gets a bit of practice in, he speeds it up a lot. Another option for displaying the model is as a transport load, and the Komatsu is a convincing load for a smaller low loader. This is a well-made and high-quality model from NZG Models. It does have plastic handrails and mirrors, but the overall standard of detailing is very good. And another strength of the model is the very good functionality. It poses well with other models, so if you're looking for a smaller wheel loader, this one is very good.